Hello there Facebook and hello YouTube. My name's Natasha and it is Friday morning. It's 10:30 in the morning and I'm about to do a little workout with you. It's about 45 minutes long and I've just picked up this belt from my daughter's room. It's one of her judo belts, which is also a good, useful piece of material for your stretching and for your balance work to assist you. So in the previous sessions we have been using an array of equipment for the purposes of Pilates, for some stretching, and now we have an additional idea. So I hope you like that idea. Don't worry if you haven't got one. You can use whatever you've got in your house and you can even do this workout with thin air. So you will need today a sock. Have you got a sock handy? If you haven't got a sock handy, grab one, because that's quite a useful little tool for when we go onto the floor and we check our breathing. So you'll be noticing the sock moving on your belly, rising and falling, and then you'll be noticing it staying still because you're using your transverse abdominals as you're lying down on your back. So you'll need that today. If you also like to work out with a small dumbbell, something light like a can or a bottle of juice or something, you could grab a small dumbbell. We're not going heavy today. It's a very hot day here, so I'm bearing that in mind. You will get a bit sweaty, of course, and if you're working outside, then you're doing the right thing. I cannot work outside. This is the movement that we'll be doing with a dumbbell. And that is an option. That is for people who feel very progressed in their postnatal fitness, people who want to do a little bit more this morning. So hello again, I'm Natasha and I have to tell you that it's important that you set up your space this morning so that you are ready and safe in your space this morning. Good morning! Good morning Natalie and little ones if you're watching as well. Hi, thanks for watching. So grab your kit ready, make sure you've got a safe space, non-slip, have some water and we'll just do a quick 5-minute chat at the end of today's session. Just about 45 minutes and then I've got a chair here, so I might prop up a chair at the end and have a chat with you. And that's really what you need to know. It's also important that you do not participate in this session if you're not feeling 100% fit and well. This is a specific workout for the well-being of your core system. I'm also challenging a little bit of balance today, so it's going to give you that lovely strength work, some balance work. We'll do some breathing work, and it's aimed at 6 months postnatal. So just be aware of that. And yes, please don't participate unless you're feeling fully recovered from the birth of your baby and feeling 100% fit and well, and that your health professional is giving you the go-ahead to exercise with me. Okay, you can also watch this on replay, of course, so hello to anybody who's watching it on replay through the night or anywhere else on the planet. Welcome to today's session. As I say, my name's Natasha. We're going to start off with a short warm-up. Hello, Jenny. Good morning, and to your little one too. What I'd like you to do is get your space set up. You'll need a belt, small dumbbell if you've got one, piece of elasticated equipment, a bathrobe belt will do, small bottle of water, these are alternative ideas, a sock for looking at your intra-abdominal pressure when we're on the floor. You'll also need to set up your device so that you can see me and hear me clearly when I'm lying down on the floor. So you'll change height position from standing to floor, and as long as you can see me at that point, we are ready to go. So thank you for watching with me, thank you for working out for me, just in case you have to pop off. And here we go, let's get ourselves set up. Got my notes ready, gonna have a little bit of a drink, and we'll start standing up. All right, so I am ready to go. I'm just adjusting my screen for you. And we're ready to go. Feeling good? I think the studio looks pretty good this morning. I'm happy with that. It will do, won't it? Yeah. Welcome to the studio. Let's stand up nice and tall. Let's just do a quick shoulder roll. Take your feet wider than the width of your shoulders. Roll the shoulders. So feel the shoulders up and back and down and around. 2 more. That feel good? Let's swim back. Swim. Mind your chandeliers. Swim. So we'll do a very short practice, coming up onto my toes here, as we move through today. It's a short practice. You can of course stop at any time and repeat a section that you like. Let's do side to side, a bit bigger, arms in front. Just reach. Really stretch up, particularly if you haven't had a big stretch for a couple of days. Really take the time to kind of really make the most out of these stretches. So lift up through the chest. Spread your fingers out brightly. Then you're going to engage through the back. Let's do legs as you wish. Mine are a little bit wider. My toes are naturally facing outwards. And we'll do a big breath in. And out. 2 more. Breathing in. Let everything go. Start to connect with your back, your shoulders, and your pelvic floor. Let's bring those legs together. Jump together or step together, depending on what your energy's like. And we'll reach up one arm and then the other. Working on your shoulder girdle. Just push your arms back as far as they'll go, pain-free. Really get some lovely movement in there. Great one for setting and realigning your posture after all those bending forward movements, slouching on the sofa, watching Netflix. Now start to do a reach. And just 1 or 2 more each side. I'm going to go for 1 more. And I'm doing a small amount of flexion on my spine. I can really feel these stretches benefiting me straight away today. What I want you to do is just bring your foot up slowly with your arm. And then place it down. Transfer to the other side. Shift your weight. Rising up. I'm still on the flat of my foot, but my arms are coming up. And they're coming up to meet the sun. So my shoulders are staying away from my ears. I'm trying to focus, bringing my ninja focus into play here. A bit wobbly, maybe a bit wobbly too. I'm going to do 1 more each side. If it's feeling taxing already on the neck, join me with these arms. Open and close, rock your shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Fabulous, we're working on our balance today. Grab your belt, bathrobe, long piece of scarf, equipment, anything you like. All right? And just have a little movement with the hips. Can you hear some music? I've got some simple music playing in the background. It's a little bit Latino. Have a wiggle with the hips. We're going to do those hip circles next. Circles. And the other way. And the other way. Big circle. And again. 1 more time. You can bring your legs a bit closer together if this feels a little bit uncomfortable in the sacrum. Bending those knees. Excellent, working on those hips. Standing taller now, feet underneath the shoulders in your position. Palms are to the floor. Let's just take this up and down. Now I'm not concentrating on breathing, I'm just concentrating on getting your joints moving to release that lovely synovial fluid. Maybe you're feeling a bit warmer by now, you're definitely feeling more focused. So what I want you to do from here is take your arm up. If you're feeling you can manage to keep your shoulders down. If you've got a high ponytail like me, you might struggle with this one. Take your arm, one arm, and as if you're kind of rinsing your shoulder there. So Natalie, watch this one. You might only need a small groove here. That might be enough. Anyone else who wants to take it further? You can take it all the way down. 1 more. So when we move our shoulders like this, it really works deeply into the connective tissue, deeply into that joint socket. Take your arms down, have a little wiggle in between. And then go back to the other side. Roll your shoulders, set your alignment up, take your arms back out, take what you need from these movements. Here on the other side, so just ask yourself where you want to go. Keep the breath flowing with you as well. Don't forget that you can breathe through all of these movements. There shouldn't be any holding tension in your jaw, tension in your body. It shouldn't be causing you any pain. I'm going to go as much as I feel comfortable and let you know that great movement in your shoulder correlates to great movement in your hips. We have a line connecting our body from here to here and here to here. We've got a whole fascial system, whole system and network of wonderful nourishing connection through our bodies. And when we have really mobile shoulders, it relates to our mobility of our hips. So I'm going to go all the way over and all the way back, because that's where I want to go. You can do this with thin air. It's a big circle, so I'll demonstrate that now without the band. And you can do it with a broomstick, so my palms are facing down and then they're rotating back. Keep the arms as wide as possible, that's easier. And relax. So I've got my band back now. I'm going to continue warming you up. I'm going to stand on one leg. So work on your shoulders for correction of your posture. And straight away, just give me standing on one leg. Can you do that? Should we have a go on the other side? Transfer your balance and try that. Fabulous. I'm going to hold my band in one hand. I'm going to do the same arm as the same leg. See if I can get them to go together. And then the other way. Just notice where you're feeling this. Are you feeling it more underneath the foot that's supporting you? Or are you feeling that you have to hold your breath to concentrate? So just notice what's happening in your body. Your body's full of fantastic feedback through our nervous systems. I'm going the other way now. And it's really working with you, so allow it to do its magic, okay? And only take what you need from these movements. Standing on one leg practice today, so I'm going to use my belt, but you can do this without any equipment. So what I want you to do is transfer your weight to that one side again, and notice that you can bounce a bit. You don't have to stand with a very locked leg. So try that, try it on the other side. Notice that you've got a bit of buoyancy, working on the balance already. You're wobbling, that's a good thing. And a bit wobbly. All right, having a go. So this time when you stand up, you're going to stand up, you're going to have a micro bend on that leg. You're going to take your belt and you're going to scoop it under your foot. You can put your foot down at any time. I want you to wobble on these sessions. I want you to, your feedback, the receptivity of your feet to tell you what's happening and send that message to the brain. So I want you to lift your leg up and then I want you to take it down and take it to the floor. And I want you to feel what's happening in here, in the quadriceps. You feel your muscles responding to that work. Notice how it affects your breath, okay? So here, standing tall, straight away, take this leg and just lift it up, and notice if this one's trying to lock or if can it stay on a micro bend. Just take it up as far as you can and then drop it down. Fabulous. So straight away on the other side. Remember, these are short sections, so we're only spending a short period of time on each of the little sections. We're still warming up. Soften that knee, take the other foot up, and just notice, does it feel good here? I'm pulling through my arms. Can you feel your biceps working? Can you feel your shoulders? Are they hunching up here? Can we drop them down? Can you breathe and smile? Excellent. Let's change sides again. Changing over to the other side. You can take your foot out and change on the other side. Standing up tall, so I'm going to just go sort of to the side so you can see where I am. So I'm taking this leg up to the front, and I've got this knee a bit bouncing. My shoulders are joined into their sockets, and the subscapular bone, my postural bones, skeleton is easing into its best posture. Can you feel that? So lift that leg up and then try and take it in one hand. And then lift it up again. So this is challenging me, so I'm looking at you on an angle. And I'll do it one more time, but this time I'm going to raise the opposite hand, just like we did when we reached up. So take your arm up with your leg. Can you breathe deeply? Let's do 3 times, lifting and lowering. Lift that posture, lift that leg. Push that arm back and coming down. Keeping that micro bend on. Really working on that strength on the other leg. It's solid, this leg, having to do all the work. Your buttocks is having to do all the work. Muscles are working hard to stabilise you from falling over. Last time. So I'm working with your balance today. Pushing my arm back on that side. I'm going to change legs. Have a go. Step in. This leg's done the work, so you might be feeling that work building up now into your lactic acid. So here, buoyancy on the knee, transferred it onto that hand. Yeah? And so I want to take that arm up. Yeah? Lift. Have to think about that then. So this is about your brain gym as much as everything else, isn't it? We're going to talk about that at the end for a couple of minutes. So this is great work for your mind. Last time. Excellent. Are you breathing? Are you smiling? Drop your band. Let's do those hip circles again. Get rid of the boogie. One more. One more there. Feels good, right? Okay, let's get that leg going, no support. Your choice. Roll your shoulders. Take a leg. You ready? You're going to transfer that weight. This time you're going to have both your hands. You're going to lift. Put it down and just feel yourself putting it down as if you were laying a baby sleeping onto the floor. So you have to do it without waking baby. Lightness on the earth. Roll the shoulders. Just listen to the breath. Feel where you need to breathe. Soften that knee. We're doing 3. Lift and lower. Soften it down. If you want more of the challenge, for those of you who are way past postnatal year 1, don't touch the floor with that foot. Last time, push those arms back, reach up. Or take your arms open and close on the chest if that feels too much on your neck and shoulders. Really using those muscles. Can you feel the hips working? I hope you can. I'm going to show you the open and close now for those who are feeling a little bit too much going on up here, or stay with your arms up. That's a more intense version with your arms to the sky. Okay, transferring weight. Roll your shoulders, buoyancy in the knee. Lift your arms and lift your leg. And just go to where you feel you can get the best control. So it's not about the height, it's about lifting and staying steady with your movement so that you're really balancing well. And I can really feel the work all around my pelvic girdle, my quadricep and my knee. Don't know where you can feel it, but I'm also getting it lower back. That was my 3rd one. Take your legs wide, yoga swing, well done. And we're warming up. Swing. Yoga swing, well done, ladies. And any gentlemen watching, well done you. Swing. Excellent. We're going to work a little bit now onto that Pilates breath. So what I want to do is take you down to the floor first and then bring you up. So because there's a little bit of a transition there. So I'm going to do the Pilates breath in the next section, just to make it easier. I think that's a better way of doing it. Having just reviewed my notes, to clear your space, we're going to walk out. So I want to know if you can come down onto your toes. You might need to lean on a chair or a sofa or hold hands with someone. Come down onto your toes and then come up again. See if that feels okay. Does that feel okay? This is how you go down to sort things out in the buggy, or put things into the washing machine, or take things out, maybe. That's one way of doing it, isn't it? We talk about that sometimes. We talk about coming down into a lunge, sorting things out in the buggy, and coming up. But just notice how your spine feels. Should we do it one more time? Stay down this time. Onto your toes for me, please. Hands on the floor. Take yourself out. Onto your knees. Okay? 1 press up. Hands are behind the face. Hands near the face. It's not what I want. I want the hands away from the face. So the chest is over. Feels like it's over. Yeah? That's better. A lot of you have already progressed on that. Yeah, so you're going to drop your hips straight away. You're going to walk your knees out, and then you're going to put your feet down. Some people cross their legs. It's up to you. What feels good? Does that feel good? I'm going to go there. There. Then down. Just 1 and up. Just 1. Then I'm going to get into plank. 1 plank. I'm going to tuck my toes under. Didn't expect that, did you? And then come up. I'm now slightly out of shot now. Did you see me coming up toes? Let's do that 2 more times. So I'd like you to do that 10 times in your own time, okay? But today we're just going to do 3. So let's come down onto the toes, onto your knees. You choose your press-up position. I'm shifting my weight over my hands and rolling my shoulders. You can straight down onto your elbows to do a plank if that suits you, for carpal tunnel people. So 1 press-up from me, 1 plank from me, bend the knees. Really working on your wrist strength. We know that the wrists are one of the top 3 fracture sites on women. So, strong wrists. You'll get strong wrists from putting pressure on them. Start at a wall to build strength. If we're on the floor today, we're building it here. Drop the hips, roll the shoulders, press down to the floor, press up. Onto your, oh, you've got your plank. Keep the other body the same. Legs come down, plank. Have a little fidget. Then back. Yeah? Happy? Should we do So make this number 4, okay? Because I've been talking. I'm going to do this. Stay, rotate your wrist if you're not comfortable. Otherwise, come with me. Fabulous. I'm going to take those wrists. So walking out to pick something off the floor in your advanced postnatal fitness. Well done. You can mess around with your planks there as well. You can start adding in some rotation on your planks, of course. And you can start doing all kinds of varieties of plank before you come up. Walk out, squat, walk out, add something spicy in there. Walk back, bend the knees, slowly standing up. Not quite a burpee, but 100% effective, especially if you've got low blood pressure, okay? But really, really useful way to get up off the floor. Builds great strength and form in your body. Let's get the light dumbbell ready, guys. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to work on that balance again. We're going to do the Pilates breath. So straight away, if you know the Pilates breath, you will know that we inhale and we exhale with control. So we won't spend too long on this. You can look back through some of the previous videos and you can see me messing around with the Pilates breath, particularly on these 6 weeks to 6 months. But as we inhale, now imagine this is just your lateral breathing. So forget about the abdomen, just think about your rib cage. As you breathe in, expands, remember? And as you breathe out, happens like that. Okay, you are aware of that if you've done lots of breath work before. Hands on your tummy, let's do 3 rounds of breath. Drop the shoulders, lift the chest, tuck the rib cage in, hands on the rib cage. What I want you to do is stop these muscles coming out to the front when you breathe in. So instead of breathing out to the side of your body and out to the back of your body, that you're using your deep transverse abdominal muscles to stop the filling up of air along your midline. So test it with your hand. So here, that feels good. Let's just do 3. Breathing in. Exhale. 1 more. Begin to feel muscles coming away from your hands, remember? On the out breath. Is that feeling right? Last time. I did 3 good ones then. Must be having a good day. I hope that worked for you. Let's grab the dumbbell or your bottle of water. Roll the shoulders. Okay, breathe in to prepare. Buoyancy in the knee. Pelvic area is not locked. Shoulders are in place. Neutral spine. Let's just breathe in laterally and then exhale. Breathing in. If you want to, you can feel it again. Let's do 1 more. This is for you to coordinate that breath. Should we do 1 more so I can change hands and you can have another go? Breathing in, breathing out. Muscles draw towards the spine. Fabulous. I'm going to give you 1 more out breath practice. So I want you to imagine that you're blowing out a candle. And I don't want you to try and contract your abdominal muscles at all. I just want you to go. Good morning, Jess. Check out your abdominal breathing, okay? So let's see if you can feel on your tummy muscles. Just blow out the candle. And notice, even without connecting, contracting your belly button back towards the spine, the muscles work on their own. So you can use a dumbbell for that if you want. But to be with you, I'll put my hand here and just blow the candle out. Inhale wide. Blow out the candle. Muscle memory might take you straight back there, okay? If it's working, great. If it's not working, great. Doesn't matter. The mechanical movements of this exercise will stimulate you. You will be challenged. You will be worked deeply into the core muscles. And remember, that's the back of the body as well. So don't worry about the breathing, okay? Otherwise, you're with me and the breathing is happening. Transfer your weight to 1 leg, please. Start to adduct and abduct your leg. Notice that I'm not falling over to the side. If you're unsteady, use some support. Buoyancy in the knee, pelvic neutral, shoulders down in the socket. Lift and lower. You've got 2 headlights on your knees, and the knees, flashlights and headlights are staying towards me. Leg isn't coming up to get to your head. It's just coming up, feeling the engagement, all right? Want a little bit more? Okay, people who want a little bit more, reach this hand up, okay, and keep it there. So the beginner's exercise for this would be hand support, and the leg would be meeting the arm. Whoop, coordinating there. Whoop. Yeah, thin air, okay? Beginners. More advanced, they would start to do something without support and lift their arm, and then they would meet their leg there. Should be challenging. More advanced, Jess, up there please, drop the shoulders back. Weight or no weight, arm comes, and as it comes it faces, palm faces me, and it slides down to meet the leg. If you like the breath, use it. Drop your shoulders down in the sockets and keep your arms lower here if it's too taxing on the neck, okay? Should we do just 6 quality ones with the breath? We're on a short session today, remember? 6 quality ones, and then change to the other side, and we'll see how we go. All right, so let's set up a base of support. Strong knees are buoyant. Pelvis is neutral, shoulders down. Practice your position. Do you feel solid like this, or do you need to feel more relaxed in your shoulders and posture here? Okay, I'm here. I've got this. I'm slightly bent in that knee. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. 2. Smile. 3. Blow the candle out. Oh, that was challenging for me. Blow the candle out again. Talking, doing Pilates. Watch the chandelier. Lovely, 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 lovely. We'll do one more. And that was a good one for me. Take your weight or your thin air and squat. Short pelvic floor interval here. All right, do you remember your pelvic floor work? You're zipping up from the back of your coccyx up to the front. Got Mrs. Genitalia here to demo again. Jenny meet Jenny. Yeah? So we know all about this, don't we? Going up from the back to the front, and that's the work I want you to do today. There's many, many ways to work your pelvic floors, and we know that we have the deep muscles on the inside holding you all in together, and then the outer 2 layers working on the sphincters. So I want you to probably feel the sphincters here and here, and I want you to practice zipping up from the coccyx to the pubic symphysis. Pubic bone? Pubic bone. Alright, so pelvic floor, zip up as you come onto your toes. Squat, toes. Squat, toes. And then relax and contract the pelvic floor, yeah? So contract, that was a backwards hand signal, wasn't it? And relax. Back to front. Should we do 8? Breathe and smile or just enjoy the movement. Let's go. Here we go. Squat, up. And again. 2. And up. No Pilates breath. Just working on that pelvic floor group. And your concentration. My music has stopped there. 4. That's a reminder we're nearly at the end of our session. Not quite, nearly. Can we do 3, backward zip up and release, 2, zip up back to front, last one, and then we'll go on our side movements. We're doing good. Let's go for that music again, see if we can pick up that music. Have a drink. If you need one, then please just stop and have a drink. It's a good plan. It's a good plan. Good cue that, wasn't it? That music stopping to remind us to have a quick drink. Ready? This is the other side. Are you needing support today? Take some support. Practice this hip abduction, adduction. Feel it. Feel that. You don't have to go high to get these muscles to work for you. You can place your hands on your buttocks and feel it. We've got 3 strong muscles on the buttocks, and you can feel them working for you. Really working on your hips here. Those muscles challenged during pregnancy, okay? And of course, your balance and feeling good. Hand out to the side for those who are feeling more steady. Practice it. You're doing 6, just 6 today. In a longer session, we would do maybe 3 sets of 6. Or we do 2 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 12. It depends on how you're progressing, but I invite you to come back on replay, watch this again, and double up on the work. Yeah? I'm here. Jess, you there? Buoyancy in the knee, pelvic neutral, chest lifted, shoulders down, arm to meet you. We're going to exhale. Yeah? Let's go. Inhale, mind your chandelier. Go. 1. Mindful movement, ladies. Keep that knee facing forward. 3. 4. 5. 6. How was that? Do something with my arm. Does that feel good? Happy? Keep this weight with you. Take a small lunge. Small lunge. We're making our way down to the floor in just a few moments. I want to work with you on a movement which works your body left to right, just like we prepared in our warm-up with our arms working in opposites. So our brain gym. I trust you're feeling good and you're feeling like you're having a good workout this morning with me, or this evening on replay, or in the afternoon whilst children are napping. Small mini lunges. Fabulous. All right, let's just do a little bit of movement here. Small twist. Down, twist, step back. Down, twist, step back. Foot flat on the floor. Drop your shoulders. Twist. Can you carry on? I'll do the side profile. I'm going to do 16. You don't have to have a weight, but I would like you to exhale on your rotation. Okay, and check your linea alba for any bulging there. Remember, the Pilates breath encourages you to blow the candle out so that you're working on bringing the muscles together. Okay, well, it's just great for your corset muscles, isn't it? Yeah, standing tall. I'm going to twist to the opposite leg. Let's do 8 each leg. So 1. So it's not exactly a Pilates breath, but you'll feel it if you're concentrating there. Don't worry about the depth of your knees. I'm just trying to get you through good rotation. 3, but I do like you to have the knees bent if you can. If you're bending them deeper, then you're getting more work, remember? So people who want more work, they have to bend to that right angle to really get in there. Yeah? So we're doing 4 more each leg. You choose how hard you want to work. Exhale, twist. And again. Big smile, drop your shoulders. 2 more each side. Working on that trunk rotation. Excellent spinal mobility, which is what we need. Working into those love handles. Can you feel them working? I think I've got 1 more, so I'm going to do 1 more. Stop if you've had enough, please. Big smiles. And you're done. Drop your dumbbell. Fabulous. Time for another quick drink. It's just gone 11 o'clock. You're going to go on the floor. So make your way down there now. And if you beat me, have a bridge. Do a couple of bridges if you know what they are. All right, ladies. So get down onto the floor. You can do your walkouts. You can do your walkouts on the floor for me. We're going to just do about 10 minutes. If you want to walk out, roll down to the floor. Yeah? I'm going to demo roll down. You're not quite down yet. If you are, have a good stretch on the floor. Have your equipment near you. Softly stretch out your body if you're on the floor. If you're with me, ease down. Bend those knees generously. Spaghetti arms. And come down. Alright, let's go straight onto our back today. If you want some more stretchy type sessions, go back and look at some of the videos that I've done before. You'll enjoy those. I recommend you do my sessions twice a week, or if you're doing the Tuesday and the Friday, at this stage, 6 months, you could do 2 to 4 sessions, add them onto your walks. Yeah, you'll know your levels depending on how you slept, depending on your nourishment, depending on how you're feeling. So lying down, I've got my sock handy. Okay, so I just want you to put that on your tummy straight away. And notice when you do a full breath in, you can make your tummy blow up. In the yoga breath, we practice really opening up here, don't we, and softening. So your muscles, they remember that you've been stretched there, and they can stretch really big. So just inhale and really stretch it. And then notice it falling. Keep your hands on the tummy and do just 2 breaths with bringing your hands onto your rib cage. Separate your shoulders here. Think about your foot placement, lengthen your neck, and then engage your intercostal muscles as you inhale. Just practice that if you know what I'm referring to. And notice if you can stop the breathing in, creating the big push through your tummy muscles towards the ceiling. So instead, you're blowing the candle and the muscles are staying activated. All right, so let's do 2 breaths to see if you can keep this still. And then breathing out. You may feel that the muscles contract towards the midline of your body. So breathing in. I'm trying to reduce the movement of the item on my belly. I hope you're getting the hang of that. That's all we've got time for in these short videos. Let's use the arm line. Let's do 2 with an arm line. Inhale. Exhale. Neutral spine. Natural curve in your back. Feel the change of your posture. 2 with your practice. Keep with those arms if it suits you better. Otherwise, opposite arm. So we're going to inhale. Exhale. And again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. I hope you felt that working. Was it easy or was it more confusing for you? Did you get better connection with your abdominal centre when you had both arms up? Yeah, or did you just feel better connected when you had both hands on your tummy? Alright, feel that work. Let's take one leg off the floor and see how you feel. How does it change your pelvis? Does it feel wobbly? Does it feel rocky? Can you still feel your abdominals working? Bringing the knees towards you is easier. Bringing the knees away from you is harder. So let's just feel that. Just without any breath, just feel the muscles working. You can even place your hands on your iliac crest, place your hands on your hips or pelvis. Change leg and just feel what's happening. You can even press down and feel the muscles working. 1 or 2 more. We're going to go for this now. If you're feeling any real discomfort in your sacrum, I'd like you to do your swish swish. And you can do bridges. Of course you can. You can do lots of mobility bridges before we head into a stretch. So I don't want you to be feeling any discomfort. And just be aware that we don't want any bulging along that midline. If you are getting any bulging on the midline, bring your feet down onto the floor because you haven't got that abdominal strength yet, that transverse abdominal strength and connection to enable you to stop the pressure on your midline. The integrity isn't there yet, but it will come. So if you're raising 2 legs, just bring them neat to your body and then take them further away to feel that work on the pelvis and the tension through the spine, of course, the back muscles and the abdominal muscles working. Take the easiest option. So your easiest option where you can keep a neutral spine where you're not feeling that you're hanging and causing too much tension. So you still should be able to move your pelvis without creating any discomfort. And you can feel that you're in a neutral position, you're not hanging in there without tilting. Feet in line with the knees is harder. Can you feel that? feet pointing to the ceiling is even more switched on, isn't it? Through the chain of your body, kinetic chain. Let's take that to a rest. Bring your arms up. We'll go with the easy option, inhaling with the arms up. If you want 1 foot or 2, let's go. Inhale. Exhale, lift. For those who want more lift. If you don't like this lifting, take the flexion out. Look at that tummy. No rising and falling. Should be a bit of a wobble. Reach the arms as long as you can here. Support the neck with one hand. We'll do 4 more. Take 1 foot to the floor if there's any discomfort. Lift that chest. Inhale to the side of your body. Blow out the candle. Last one. Should be challenging. We just did 6. Lowering those legs down slowly, bring your legs together. I'm going to check my watch. Got 3 minutes. Can you give me a long stretch here? Hug under the knee, draw your nose to your knee. Change leg, you don't have to extend that leg. That is a deeper stretch. You can bend this knee. Shouldn't be painful. We're trying to create length from under that foot, all the way behind your ankle, all the way down here. Up through your spine and to the top of your head. So you will feel tightness. Couple of breaths. Big hug. Flexion to the knee if you like it. Alright, let's take ourselves, for those who want to, both legs. Last time, or taking your bridge to finish here. Let's take the arms up, one at a time, and we'll see if we can get some movement here. Yeah, opposite arm to opposite leg. Yeah, just see if you can bring that too. Yeah, 2 breaths, let's start there. So here we go, watching your abdomen. Inhale, exhale, and again, 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Change over. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Give yourself a hug. Roll over to the side. Push yourself up slowly. Take yourself a bit wide here. And find your sitting bones, the ischium bones. Sit on them. Rock side to side. I'm going to stretch out around the back just a little bit. Well done. We've completed everything within the 45 minutes. Bring your feet together. Shift your ischium towards your feet. Are you crunching? Just until you feel close. It feels comfortable. Always happy to answer questions. You can come back anytime, you can comment and I'll pick up your questions. I'm back with you for the 6 weeks to 6 months on Tuesdays at 10:30 whilst we're in lockdown. All will change today, of course, when we listen to Mark Drakeford's update this afternoon. Take your legs to the side. See if you can come up onto your knees without using your hands and then back down again. 1 more. Hands to the side. So crunching knees. Good on the bed. Practice like that is really good on the bed. Lots of yoga is good on the bed, isn't it? That wasn't yoga, but yoga on the bed is quite lovely, isn't it, to use that movement. So I do encourage people to do lots of yoga in the bed. Hands on the floor. Lift over. Stretch to the side of the body. Let's just do that 1 more time. Lift the hips. How's that feel? You're going to take the arm all the way down, follow this arm line all the way up, and then lift up for your last one. Should feel fantastic. Bring his hand over. Yummy stretches. Well done. Can we come up, change to the other side without the hands again? If that felt uncomfortable on your knees, just leave it. Switch your legs over. That's harder on that side for me, but it is using your core muscles a lot. Much harder on that side for me. Here on the other side, brightly spread your fingers, lift your chest. Hand is just near your body. It's going to give you a lift, isn't it? Reach up and over. If it feels good, come on onto your knees for me. We're rising up from the side of the body. Feel good? I'm going to follow that arm line now. I'm going to take it up, down, and then up. Should feel good. Should feel good. Other side. Looking for the goodness in your movements. Oh, big stretch. Excellent work today. Take your legs, take them out, and give them a little wiggle and a waggle. Can you see me there? I want to stretch into your chest for you. So what I'm going to ask you to do is just lift your arms up. You will probably feel this in the legs and the back as well. But see if you can lift your arms as high as you can into the sky. Press your hands behind you to lift your chest. So you can have your hands facing away or to the front, depending on your shoulder position, and then just look up to the sky. Lift the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades back together, look down the body. And then rest. Reach forward and let your body come down. So no posture check here. Ease into this forward flexion. See where you can grab your legs. If you've got the belt, you could spend more time, pause this, and then hook on to bring yourself into better forward flexion for your hamstrings. I'm just going to take a couple of breaths here. I'm going to do 3 full breaths through my nose and 3 exhales. 4 breaths in from my nose are going to be approximately 4 seconds in, and the breaths out of my mouth are going to be about 5 or 6 seconds in length. So shorter in breath, longer out breath. See what feels good for you, and just notice if you can melt a little bit into this, and look for the softness. So you're not forcing anything, you're just looking for the lovely melting butter on toast kind of groove. Okay, so grab where you think you need to be. See what feels good. This is probably good for me today. I'll see how I'm doing here. And breathing in. Drop your jaw, let your neck soften. Expand into the belly now, soften the belly. And relax, roll up out of that position. Swing your legs to the sides. See if you can come up again. If you can, no hands, fantastic. If not, squat to position, come up to a rising position. Reach up to the sky. You're done on your workout today. I am super impressed that you've turned up today and had a go. That makes me a happy trainer. Rosalind, no problem at all. You can watch on replay, and you can also go to the 6 weeks to 6 months session, and you can also set an alarm. And obviously when you've got little ones to feed and look after, there's lots of interruptions. Life is full of interruptions and full of highs and lows, isn't it? So we just allow for that. You can always come back. It doesn't. You showed up today, and that's just worth 10 points. Anybody who's actually clicked this link, investigated what's happening here on the Babi Active, it's 10 points to you. That brings us to the end of the workout, so I'm on time. I'm going to have a drink, and I'm just going to do literally a 5-minute chat with you in my chair. And I've got just a couple of notes. I just wanted to tell you about the hydration, seeing as we're talking these little chats at the end of the session. So what I wanted to say to you is just give you a big thumbs up as well, because you've all done a really good workout, and I think it's amazing that you've put some time in to look after yourself, as I know it's not always easy keeping that consistent, is it? But the practice is key. So every little bit of movement you do for your body, every little bit of stretching on a chair, every little bit of hugging that knee, every little bit of moving your body in a way that feels good for you, all of those count. And you're looking at your movement over a period of time, and movement on short times, like movement through the day, but also how nourishing this is for you in the decade's worth of movement compared to maybe how little you moved 2 or 3 years ago. So you're still busy, you're still active, but these little movements, practices, 10-minute stretches, 10-minute mobility, grabbing the belt, opening your chest, doing some ragdoll in between. These things are going to keep you very nourished. So just keep those going. Speaking of nourishment, I'll finish off today by saying we know why we need to hydrate. It's all, you know, we know that. We're very educated people, aren't we? So things you might not think about in terms of hydration, the fact that it affects your appetite. You've probably heard that before. That when you're, sometimes you get a signal from your gut that tells you that you're hungry, and sometimes it's because we're thirsty, because the body doesn't necessarily read the signals right. So you may be aware of that, particularly if you're having more food with salt in it, which is what I tend to do in the summer. So I tend to have a little bit more salads, and I might just put a sprinkling of some salt on something, because I fancy something a little bit moreish, and I'll put a bit of salt on it, and that tends to have a dehydrating effect. Of course it does. So watch how you're seasonally changing what you eat, and how seasonally your hydration changes as well. Obviously you're sweating more, obviously the nights are hotter, yeah, and of course it coincides with breastfeeding, of course it coincides with if you're drinking alcohol, of course it coincides with the food that you eat, if it's not necessarily full of water, because obviously plant-based diet has more water in it. So thinking about that will affect your appetite. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. Be aware of that. Secondly is constipation, so leading on from appetite, because sometimes when we're dehydrated, that affects your constipation. If you've got children, we have got children in this group, you're aware if they're dehydrated they will get constipated too. If you're giving them naturally, they're on their formula, or say they're having more solid food, changing their gut health microbiome is happening, and they're developing their systems. Our systems are still nourished by what we eat, of course, and working with us, but theirs have actually been designed, and therefore I'm not a health professional when it comes to children, but I'm comparing constipation between children and us, and of course hydration affects them. Like they can have small teaspoons of water, we can have small little shots, 50ml shots. We don't have to have, like, you know, half a litre every time, but if you can trick yourself into having a few little random glasses around the house, I like these jam jars. I think any kind of weird glasses seem to make me, psychology, make me want to drink a bit more, so I put them in there. Yes, exactly. Little weird things like that I have in my house, bottles, empty jars, and then I'll put water in them, and then I'll go, oh, that's interesting, I'll drink that. But if you give me a big pint glass with ice in it, I probably won't drink it. And it's like that with your children. They look at it and they think, there's no way I'm going to drink that. But if you give them a little bit, you know, it might help. Helps with constipation, okay? Especially if you're having a lot of meat in barbecue season. So like if you're a meat eater, a lot more meat going in, less veg, more bread goes with the meat, doesn't it? Think about that. Think about the roughage that you need. Think about the fibre. Think about the fruit and veg that you're eating has water in it as well. Keeping your hydration up. And then last but not least is brain fog. So I just wanted to mention to you the tiredness. Do you remember when you're pregnant and the tiredness? Like driving along in the car and then all of a sudden someone draws the curtains. I had to pull over several times during my first pregnancy because I literally was falling asleep at the wheel. It's not just to do with dehydration, of course, it's a little bit more involved in that. We have hormones in play, but hydration helps with brain fog. It's scientifically proven. We're much better thinkers when we're hydrated well. So watch what you've had by midday. It's a good marker, good tip. Watch what you've had by midday. Do those tricks to get some hydration in you. And yes, if water's boring for you, find ways to make it interesting. If you like a cucumber, is it a little bit of a trick? Would that be presentable to you? Would you like that if someone bought you a special glass with some mint in it and some cucumber? Would that make you feel like I actually want to drink that? So use the psychology. What motivates you to drink? Find that cue for you. Maybe you just want a sort of strawberry in there in a gin glass. It's actually water, but it looks great and it might motivate you. Does it look nice in a wine glass at the dinner table? If you can have those that way with children, obviously. Think about how you can trick yourself into having more hydration in easy ways. I hope that helps. That's about all we've got time for today. It's been a pleasure spending time with you this morning. It looks like it's going to be a gorgeous weekend. If you're watching on replay, please do a comment for us. This is Babi Active. This is live on YouTube. or on replay on YouTube, live on Facebook. Catch me on Tuesday morning here at 10:30 for a more focused on 6 week to 6 months workout. Today should have been a bit more intense for those who are watching. Any questions, always welcome. I'm going to finish and post this. I'm going to say goodbye. You can comment and say goodbye, have a great day, or give me a thumbs up or an emoji. Emojis also qualify as a comment in terms of the Facebook universe. Facebook recognises on the algorithms comments and emojis. So they all count in terms of engagement if you are looking to support the Babi Active team. I am very grateful for being able to deliver this session for you today, Jenny and Natalie and Aaron and Jenny's little boy. You're welcome. And Jess, yeah, trust you enjoyed it. And Rosalind, come back and see us soon. Let us know on replay how this went on, and check out the 6 weeks to 6 months sessions. Have a great weekend. May be happy, may be healthy. I'll see you very, very, very soon. Bye for now.